guys, welcome. Welcome aboard if you're brand new. Welcome back if you are not. And welcome home if that fits perfectly for you. Today, we want to talk about what is up this week. The week of the 17th of March through the 23rd of March, 2025. I almost said 2023. That's kind of creepy. Look, let's get right in. You know, as always, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, on Monday the 17th, the Libra moon will quincunx. Hello. Okay, fine. We'll just take it. The Libra moon will quincunx Neptune overnight. And not very long after that, the moon moves into Scorpio. That Scorpio moon is going to square Pluto and then quincunx retrograding Venus and Mercury both in Aquarius. Wow. Okay, everybody's jumping out here. We'll take it. We'll take it. Also, the sun conjuncts the north node and opposes the south node, right? So here's the deal. On Monday, mind that dream time with the moon quincunxing Neptune and then splashing down into Scorpio. You might be witness to some very profound insights from that dream time. Here's the deal. Stay with them, right? Don't settle for half clarity. Make sure that you are patient and wait to get the whole message. And what I mean by that is, you know how sometimes you get a fragment of dream and then you get more later? Don't jump to a conclusion. Wait for the whole thing to show up. That half clarity might put you on the wrong path. And what I mean by that is it might cost you dearly down the road, right? So your own healing at depth when it comes to relationships, relationship patterns, or the ways that you have shown up in the past, okay? We're talking about past patterns. That might show up front and, wow, look at that. We got 3 twos today. That might show up front and center. Do not BS yourself, right? Claim responsibility for yourself as the unhealed version of you, but also claim your progress. Give yourself credit for your progress. It is important, right? In fact, it matters a lot as we're moving through, especially this week. On the 18th, that Scorpio moon is going to quincunx Jupiter, trine Mars, and quincunx Chiron. So it might be difficult to access your get up and go, right? And that's okay. Let it be. Here's the question. Wouldn't you rather be patient than overzealous? Wouldn't you rather plan your steps carefully than flop into a puddle of regret, right? The thing is, certainly, we all learn from our mistakes, right? That concept of missed takes, where every lesson is a victory as long as we're willing to learn. But sometimes the lesson is that planning is the thing that is the wisest course of action. So there's also a very weak water trine in the air that really supports this lesson, right? The moon, Saturn, and Mars, right? Knowing what to do and doing it. That's a big deal. So just kind of let that one work its way through. On Wednesday, the 19th, that Scorpio moon is going to trine Saturn, oppose Uranus, yes, indeed, and square the sun before trining Neptune. It's a very Neptune-y week. The moon moves into Sagittarius in the afternoon. That Pisces sun is going to conjunct Neptune, right? And then the moon will sextile Pluto. It's a very luscious day, positively luscious and yummy, to indulge in that dreamy kind of nebulous energy, right? Bask in that energy. It's lovely. Any kind of rumbles that arise in the dream time are very easily soothed and smoothed by the sun conjunct Neptune, right? This is a big deal. Allow all of the inspiration and idealism in, right? Inspiration and idealism. This is a big deal. Let it sink as deep as you can, right? Allow it to embed itself in your very bones, if you're able, um, in your very being. In fact, you can absolutely reshape your whole self if you dare, right? And I think that's a wonderful thing. Hello, little friend. Thank you. On Thursday, the 20th, that Sag moon is going to trine Venus. The sun moves into Aries at 4:01 a.m. Central Time, right? Spring equinox. The moon will trine Neptune. Neptune, wow. Wow. The moon will trine Mercury after that, and then oppose Jupiter. Here's the deal. The sun blazes into Aries, right? Happy astrological new year. Happy blessed Ostara. Gorgeous, wonderful. The sun is making very many celestial bodies. Uh, the sun is aspecting very many celestial bodies. And here's the deal. This activates a lot of things for the coming year. So it's important to pay attention. Here are the themes I would like to highlight for you. Intuition, destiny, powerful karmic clearings, right? Deep releases. And as we begin this year with both Mercury and Venus retrograde, alongside the sun, mind the very powerful invitation to turn inward this year, right? Put your own highest and best at front and center. Lead with your heart, lead with your instinct, lead with your intuition, right? And most importantly, lead with that sense of home. And remember, when we talk about Venus, especially Venus retrograde, what we're looking for is what home smells like, tastes like, sounds like to you, right? That sensory experience of home that is distinct and signature to you and you alone. The thing is, you have to trust that this will amplify, because guess what? It will. Ooh, that's a big deal. On Friday the 21st, that Sagittarius moon is going to quincunx Mars, trine Chiron, square Saturn, and quincunx Uranus, before Venus, of course, still in retrograde, sextiles Pluto, right? So here's the deal. The story that you're telling is the one you're not only seeing, right? It's the one that you're living. So are you paying attention? If things feel hard, the issue is to find the why, right? And work there to allow for the shift to be easy, to be effortless. There are some deep and powerful conversations and connections to your why. Those are the things that can turn the lights on for you, right? Figuring out how your situation, your current expression, is connected with that why, right? What are you leading with? And are you leading with home? Or are you leading with the way it's hard and the way it's a challenge? That is going to make all the difference in your manifestation. So make sure that you're paying attention, right? On Saturday, the 22nd, that Sag moon is going to square Neptune and then move into Capricorn. This all happens overnight. And then that Capricorn moon, thank you, is going to square the sun, square Venus, and square Mercury before the sun conjuncts Venus. Now, here's the deal. Feelings of not enough, all right? Feelings of not enough may shroud your waking today. So pay attention. Sit with yourself and with the mirror. Thank you. All right, well, you know what? When two fall out, we're just going to take them both today. I like it. I like it. All right. Okay, we're talking about, oh yeah, sorry, we're talking about Saturday. Um, we're talking about sitting with yourself, sitting with that mirror reflection, um, long enough to remind yourself of any illusions that exist in that mirror. Because if you can think, I am not enough, there are illusions, right? Because you are enough. In fact, wherever you happen to be on your journey is not just enough, but also it's perfect, just like you, right? Sit there until you know that. Even if you only know it logically, right? Allow it to sink in at leisure. Now, the evening on Saturday is going to show you the rewards of that early work. Ooh, that's pretty, huh? Um, and what I mean by that is romance, confidence, contentment, right? What you do with the rewards of that work is up to you, right? Pay attention. And then on Sunday, the 23rd, that Capricorn moon is going to quincunx Jupiter. The sun in Aries will sextile Venus. Oh, I'm sorry, Pluto. Hello, sextile. Sun sextile Pluto is very different than sun sextile Venus. The sun is sextiling Pluto. And then the Capricorn moon will oppose Mars, square Chiron, and sextile Saturn. So that Cap moon is really going to spur you toward action. So get out of your own way. Tell the tale of your transformation, okay? And don't even bother dragging the old story in, right? Leave the bones where you left them. Leave the bones where they lie. Put your attention on the now. Put your effort on the now. Put your energy into the now, right? Into this moment, into this breath, into this story right here. The story that you're living, right? The story where your power is, free of the need for baggage, right? So live here, do here, and be here, right? This is very important. A beautiful lesson for the week. All right, let's chat. On a Monday, we have the Two of Cups and the Star. These are lovely cards, aren't they? Lovely for that Sun conjunct the North Node and opposing the South Node. We've got that beautiful, Scorpio moon. So here's the deal. This is about profound insight, right? What does the Star give you? Transformation. Transformation is what it's all about. Make sure that you're pulling in that dreamy sense absolutely with clarity, right? Leave all of the patterns in the past. This is about hope. This is about renewal. This is about new beginnings. And so the way that we're leading with our full cups here is going to set the tone, right? If you're allowing for this beautiful awareness to be part of your current experience, you're in that transformational energy already. So just make sure that you're claiming all of your journey, right? You don't get to the breakthrough without the breakdown. And this is all about the breakthrough, right? It's all about leading with love. And, that sounds like a Pollyanna attitude, but it's not. On Tuesday, we have the Five of Cups and Justice. Now, listen up. This is a day that we talked about making sure that you're going to allow yourself a hesitation, if a hesitation is what's called for. Remembering that the Five of Cups is about regret, right? The Five of Cups is about lack of focus. The Five of Cups is about looking behind you instead of where you are, because the blessings are always where you are. They're never in the past, right? They're never in the past. And so if your lessons allow you to cut away that baggage, then you've learned the lesson. Then you don't have to keep re-experience this karmic lesson, right? You don't have to flog yourself with what's happened, right? There's no regret in the present. There's just not. There's only experience. And so, make sure that that's where you're living. Make sure that's where you're living. Hey. On Wednesday, we have Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. Absolutely lovely cards for this day. This is that day that we talked about this beautiful nebulous energy, right? Allowing yourself to be in that state and making sure that all of the inspiration and all of the idealism can sink in. Strength is about going in as deeply as possible. And the Eight of Pentacles is about doing it over and over and over and over and over again until you have plumbed all of your own depths, right? Until you have brought all of those things out from the darkness and worked with them and done it over and over again until you are clear, not just on your method, but on the lessons that it's bringing, on the strength that has always been within you, right? That sense of home, knowing where you live, where your essence comes from, and then putting it to work, not just with yourself, but for yourself, right? Yum, yum, yum. On Thursday, the Two and the Five of Swords. Now, listen up. This is the day of spring equinox. This is Aries season. Okay. If you're feeling some kind of way, uh, choose differently, right? You can choose to lead with Aries impulsivity. You can choose to lead with whatever you'd like to, or you can choose to lead with your heart, right? This blind choice energy asks you, how does it feel, right? You can lead with your brain, what you think a thing is, or you can lead with your heart, right? How you feel it to be. Remember, these themes we're talking about are intuition, destiny, powerful karmic cleansing, deep releases, right? The inward journey. This Five of Swords is the outward experience, right? You can create whatever you want to in your outward experience, but when you close your eyes, all you have is you. All you have is you. And so lead with the unseen, lead with what you believe is true because it's resonant with your soul, not because somebody said it or uh, social media told you or the news said it or your doctor said it or anything like that. If it doesn't align for you this year, it's not part of your journey. Ouch. On Friday, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. How lovely. So, all right, the story that you're telling is not only the one you're seeing, it's the one you're expressing. What are you balancing? What are you juggling, right? If things are feeling challenging, why, right? Where are you in the cycle of storytelling? Are you holding space as your highest and best? Are you channeling your strength, your abundance, your groundedness? Making sure that deep and powerful connection to your why is the thing that is leading, right? This is a theme this week. Why, not how. Why, not how. Um, just making sure that you're not juggling nonsense into your sense of abundance. There's no need to do that. Juggling old stories into your presence. Again, not necessary. It's a choice. Choose wisely. On Saturday, we have the Hermit and the Four of Swords. How lovely, right? This is about the day that we're sitting with the mirror. How perfect a pair that we get. Looking for the light within, taking time to restore yourself, choosing that mirror work, choosing that sense until you get to the place of outside of the wound, right? Remembering that when you're leading with your heart, which is a thing I've said through this entire week series, the heart is your leader. The heart is the anahata. It means the unstruck in Sanskrit. What that means is the place that you were before you were ever hurt, right? You get past the wounds to the light, to the lesson. So make sure that we're when we're talking about romance, confidence, contentment, that you're going back to your sense of home, right? Not a jaded sense of something else, right? It has to be for you, and it has to be at the work that you have done, right? You can only answer that question. You can't take someone else's answer. It doesn't work like that. on Sunday. We have the Empress and the Devil. um, Please remember, I love this pair for this day. This is about that Capricorn moon, right? Getting out of your own way, telling the tale of your own transformation, and don't even bother dragging in the old story. You drag in this old story, what you're doing is replanting those seeds, right? The Empress is going to give you exactly what you plant in abundance. So if you're telling the old story, if you're highlighting the old attachments, if you're amplifying a version of you that doesn't exist anymore, that's what you're going to get. So make sure that you are calling yourself from this place of now, from this place of power, right? That you're living here, that you're being here, that you're doing right here. Now, listen, your circle tight and perspective is everything. Both of these are true. Who are you surrounding yourself with? If we're talking about making sure that you are um, amplifying the current version of you, who are you hanging around with? Are these people showing up for the you that is you or the you that was, right? And if they're showing up for the you that was, that's where they live. And that doesn't have to be where you live. So make sure you're paying attention. Perspective is everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. As we talked about multiple times, what you're calling in is what you're getting. So if your perspective is back here, if you're focused on the regret, focused on an old story, if you're focused on stuff that happened, if you want to conjure that into your now, you can do that. But then don't be surprised when you're telling yourself the same story and wondering, why did this happen? How did I get here again? Right? How did I get here again? Well, the answer is you didn't plan for the now. You planned for the ago, and we don't live there. You have this absolutely stunning amethyst, right? Transformation, certainty, and confidence, all of which are things that we mentioned. So let's read it. A profound transformation is taking place in your life. After much soul searching, you are now back in control. A new you is emerging, poised and with a renewed sense of confidence. You can move forward with certainty. The past is now behind you. The hard work has been done. All you have to do is decide what it is that you truly want. All is now possible. Listen to your heart and don't settle for second best. Set your course and then go for it. Be certain, be confident, and all is yours for the taking. Blessed be. Here are the affirmations. I give thanks for the transformation and healing that has taken place. I move through life with certainty. I move through life with gratitude. I move through life with confidence. I achieve my goals. What I focus on, I create. So, again, there's a lot of Neptune in this mix this week, and there's a lot of Pluto. So, are you going to choose to lock on to your old stories and to the nonsense versions of you that do not make sense anymore, right? Or are you going to transform into the glorious and radiant abundance that is offered as you are always and only perfect, right? This is Aries season, right? You're going to see those results instantly. This is the season of instant karma. So believe what you are shown because when you're looking with the eyes of your instinct and intuition, you are shown the truth. Don't believe what you see. There's a difference. Okay, you got it. Next week we have our new moon eclipse. So pay attention and do this work. Don't be afraid to dig deep and don't be afraid to take the time you need to get this work done. It is important. And right, the universe offers you the same opportunities every single day, but sometimes the energies are more conducive to a specific kind of interaction. This is one of those times, right? There are always critical days. This is a critical period. This time between the eclipses is critical. You know what? I will tell you, I am offering an eclipse portal reading. So if anybody is interested, you can go to my website, which is EILEENWOLF.com, EileenWolf.com, and find my eclipse portal reading. Because we started this interval at 23 Virgo, I am offering 23 readings for $23. I have some left. So if you're interested and you want to know how this eclipse portal best affects you to do your work, go find me. Uh, I'll see you no matter what, and be super, super blessed, guys. This is a time to get some work done. So whatever you're doing, make sure you're doing it. Be blessed. Take care.